All right, good day, everyone. If you're just joining us, please try as much as possible to subscribe to this channel. And today we'll be looking at a critical one at on the media and culture in Nigeria. Media and culture in Nigeria. However, this is going to be in three different phases. One is representation of ethnicities in Nigerian media. We'll also be looking at another one in this next episode of this video, which is representation of languages in Nigerian media, and the last one is representation of culture in Nigerian media. So we'll take it one step at a time. However, for this session, we'll be looking at representation of ethnicities in Nigerian media. Representation of ethnicities in Nigerian media. Nigeria, as a country, often referred to as the giant of Africa, is a country marked by deep cultural plurality, with over 250 distinct ethnic groups, each carrying unique languages, traditions, religious beliefs, and socio-political structures. So the media, as both a reflector and shaper of society, plays a vital role in how these ethnic groups are represented and are perceived. So in the Nigerian context, media content, whether in film, television, or documentaries, serves as a mirror of this diversity, which offers narratives that are either that can either unite or polarize audiences depending on how ethnicity is portrayed. However, speaking of representation of ethnicities in Nigerian media, this occurs in various forms, but it often begins with the showcasing of ethnic diversity in content. Again, ethnic diversity in content. Media platforms frequently air programs that highlight different festivals, marriage rites, religious ceremonies, dance forms, and other cultural practices. So in this form of content not only serves entertainment purposes but also functions as a vehicle for cultural preservation and inter-ethnic education. For instance, when a television station broadcasts the New Yam Festival of the Igbo, or the Doba Festival of the Hausa, the ones we witness in Ilorin of the Doba festivals, and the Your Masquerade Festival in Lagos. Viewers from outside those ethnic groups are exposed to new perspectives of life, which can also foster understanding, and it often creates what we refer to as national cohesion. So, one of the most influential avenues through which ethnic representation also takes shape in Nigeria is Nollywood. Again, is Nollywood films. So the country's robust film industry now is now globally recognized for its volume and cultural reach. So Nollywood films today often dramatize stories rooted in specific ethnic backgrounds, presenting dialogue in indigenous languages or a blend of English and local dialects. For example, Yoruba language film often rich in proverbs and ancestral law. When I say law, it's law as in Lore. Explore issues such as family, spirituality, and morality from a distinctly Yoruba worldview. So films like Living in the Bondage, which emerge from Igbo cultural sphere, reflect spiritual anxieties and the tension between what do we call it between tradition and modernity within Igbo society. So on the other hand, the wedding party, which is our own Nollywood film as well, a more contemporary production captures the cross-cultural interplay between the Yoruba and Igbo elites during a wedding celebration, using humor and drama to explore ethnic stereotypes, class divisions, and cultural infusions. We'll also be looking at how television also plays a central role in reinforcing or challenging ethnic narratives. And the third one we'll be looking at under what refers to as representation of ethnicities in Nigerian media. And the third one is television shows and documentaries. Don't forget, the first is ethnic diversity in content. The second one, we talked about Nollywood film. And the third one is television shows and documentaries. And speaking of these television shows and documentaries, are produced by stations such as the Nigerian Television Authority (NTA), your Channels TV, your AIT, your TVC. They're all designed to document the traditions and practices of Nigeria's diverse communities. And these programs may take the form of cultural features or travel documentaries and often serve educational purpose. An example would be the broadcast of the Agungun Festival, a major fishing and cultural event in northern Nigeria, which provides insight into the Hausa Fulani lifestyles and values. So similarly, it shows that highlight the Olojo Festival in Ile-Ife, or the Iriji, which is the Yam Festival in Southeast, illuminates the spiritual and cultural depth of the Yoruba and Igbo people, respectively. However, while the media does offer platforms for ethnic representations, there are challenges as well that comes with it. Sometimes the portrayal of ethnic groups can be stereotypical or biased, reflecting societal prejudices or political motives. And in times of ethnic tension, the media has also been accused of amplifying divisive narratives rather than promoting unity. So, therefore, the media producers must approach ethnic representation with a sense of responsibility, ensuring that content fosters respect. This content fosters empathy and accurate portrayals rather than caricatures or inflammatory stereotypes of another group of people or another culture. So, in conclusion, we could rather say that the representation of ethnicities in Nigerian media is a double-edged sword. When done thoughtfully, however, it serves as a powerful tool for cultural appreciation and national integration. But when mismanaged, it can reinforce division and prejudice. And so the media's role, therefore, is not just to entertain or to inform, but also to build bridges across Nigeria's diverse ethnic landscape by promoting narratives of inclusion, mutual respect, and what can we give it again, and shared heritage. So that's where we'll stop today. However, as usual, there's an assignment. Critically evaluate the role of Nigerian media in representing ethnic diversity. But in the course of you doing this, use specific examples from Nollywood films, television programs, or documentaries, and analyze how the media can either promote national unity or reinforce ethnic stereotypes. So also look at what responsibilities do media producers have in multi-ethnic societies like Nigeria. Thank you very much for joining the class once again. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for your time.